welcome to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and we're so happy to have you with us here today. We have been talking about issues and candidates that are going to be on the ballot for the November 8th general election. And so we do have some special guests with us today. We have Carla Burney with Dover City Schools. She is the superintendent of schools. And we have Brenda Hurst, who is the treasurer of the schools. And we are going to be talking about an issue that you will be voting on if you live in Dover. It is issue 28, which is a proposed bond issue and tax levy for Dover City Schools that would support the construction of a new school. And there's been a lot of media coverage on this issue, so I'm sure that our viewers are familiar. I just also wanted to remind you of a couple special dates coming up. The last day to register to vote is October 11th. So if you have not registered to vote, you can go and do so at the courthouse or at the Motor Vehicle Bureau, at the public library and other public places. The first day for early voting is October the 12th. This is when you can walk into the courthouse at the Board of Elections and actually cast your ballot. So it's an exciting time. This has been a very historical election in many ways already, and we still have just a little bit of time to go. We want to thank you always for watching our show. You can watch us on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. or on Fridays at 4:30 p.m. at TV2. If that is not a convenient time for you to catch our show, don't worry, because you can go to WJERTV2.com under community programming, and you can watch all of the Across the Aisle shows, or you can Google Across the Aisle TV2 New Philadelphia on YouTube, and you will find even last year's shows that we did. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back in just a few moments with our special guests from Dover City Schools. Thank you.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Welcome back to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and today I have two very special guests with me. I have Carla Burney, who is superintendent of Dover City Schools, and then I have Brenda Hurst, who is the treasurer of the Dover School District. So I want to thank both of you for taking time out of your very busy schedules this fall season, when we have the fair and football and of course the election coming, and I really do appreciate you coming in. And we are going to be talking today about a ballot issue that residents of Dover, Ohio will see on their ballot when they go to vote on November 8th. It is ballot issue number 28, proposed bond issue and tax levy for Dover City School District, and this is in regards to a new high school. We're so very excited about this. As you know, Carla, I am a very proud 1974 graduate of Dover High School and am very happy to see some newness coming. So I'd like you to tell us and our viewers about what's proposed and what your thoughts are.
Well, this is a very exciting time for the Dover community. We believe that the plan that's on the ballot November 8th is a plan that our community has developed over the last few years. We've had a lot of meetings and listened to a lot of input from the community. The plan that is on the ballot on November 8th is to build a new high school adjacent to our current high school. Building around the current high school will allow our students to stay in their classrooms until the new is built, and then we would move into the new, and then we would demolish part of the current high school. We're going to keep the 1962 wing, which is the current library, gymnasium, and media center. But a new high school allows us to start and build something for our children and our programs from the ground up. We will be able to have modern learning environments in our classrooms that will allow for more collaborative spaces and hands-on learning for our children. We will be able to design our music and fine arts spaces to fit our programs. So we know that 61% of our Dover High School students participate in the fine arts.
Oh, that's fabulous.
The new building includes a fixed seat auditorium that will seat the same number of people that in the audience as our current high school, with our classrooms wrapped around that area.
Oh, that's nice.
The plan also includes a new gymnasium that would seat the same number of spectators. It would be a competition-sized gym. A new building allows us to put the technology infrastructure in place to not only meet the needs of today, but all of us know how technology changes quickly, and that having that new infrastructure would allow us to change and adapt quickly as our students need new tools or as those tools become available. And I think another portion is that it would allow us to put in safety and security measures that would enable us to monitor exterior doors or lock down the building with the push of a button. And as you know, we don't want to talk about that too much, but in today's society, we need to think about that for our children, and safety is important to all of us. We feel that our design and our build respects the heritage of our current school. We're excited to see some of the design elements that we can bring from the old school into the new.
That sounds very exciting. Well, as you know, good schools are really important to good communities, and strong communities make strong states, and strong states make strong nations. And you know, as one of the number one factors that people look at when they move into the area are, what are the schools like? You know, what kind of opportunities are there for our children? And you know, we're always wanting to work on economic development, and you know, our commissioners and our office holders are always coming up with new ways to kind of entice people to come in. But obviously having a new school in the city of Dover would be a huge plus in that column. And people could say, these people are forward thinking, our children are going to be safe in school, and they're going to have so many opportunities with not only the new technology enhancement, but as you said, Carla, looking forward to the future to make sure the capacity is there, that as technology continues to pace ahead of us, that we can all keep up. So I think that's great. Stay tuned, we're going to be back in just a few more minutes to talk more with our special guests from Dover City Schools on Across the Aisle.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Welcome back to Across the Aisle. My name is Gail Garbrandt, and with me today are some special guests from Dover City Schools. We've been having a conversation about ballot issue number 28, a proposed bond issue and tax levy for Dover City Schools. Residents of Dover, this is something you're going to see when you go in to vote, and we wanted to make sure that you had enough information to make that informed decision in the voting booth November 8th. So back to our guests, we have Carla Burney, who is Superintendent of Dover City Schools, and we have the Dover City School District's Treasurer, Brenda Hurst, with us. So Brenda, we're going to kind of switch gears and walk over to you and talk a little bit about the financial implications of this proposal, and again, the affordability and why people should support it. So I'm just going to let you go ahead and talk about your research and the work that you've done on the financial end, which is so important to our viewers.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about this. This is a high school that we're going to be very proud of. It's a $46.2 million high school. The state of Ohio is going to give us $20.3 million toward this high school. So the balance for the Dover taxpayer is about $25.9 million. Well, what does that mean to people? When they go to the ballot, the actual millage is 3.9 plus 0.5 for a maintenance levy that you have to pass in order to maintain the building after it's built. Good common sense. That's what the state makes you do. So it's a total of 4.4 mils. That 4.4 mils then, the nice thing about it is that we're having a levy come off the ballot. Back in 1992, we added on to all of our elementaries and the middle school and did a little bit of work at the high school. We're still collecting 1.5 mils for that. This is the 25th year for that. It'll be paid off in December.
Oh, wonderful.
So the 4.4 mils will be offset by the 1.5 mils that's coming off, so that the true tax impact for this levy is 2.9 mils. We haven't seen millage like that in this school district in decades. And the architects that we're working with on the pre-bond part of this is that they've told us that they've never built a high school like this for that low of millage. So 2.9 mils to a taxpayer in our school district is, for someone who owns a $100,000 home, the average taxpayer would pay less than $8.50 a month for that tax for a brand new high school in the center of Dover. A senior citizen who gets the homestead exemption, they're only $6.50 for that same $100,000 home per month. So $8.50 a month or $6.50 a month for a $100,000 home. We think that's very affordable for people. It's the lowest millage we've asked for a high school. We've reworked the plan. We're getting more money from the state. So we think this is our opportunity to build a high school in the center of Dover and attract people here.
Well, it's wonderful that you have been so fiscally responsible to pay off that old debt, and then to be able to go to the voters and ask for this new proposal. And having them know that, you know, we have stuck to our plan, we have paid this off, and we did not want to go into this new project with this old debt sitting in the back. So I commend both of you and all the people you're working with on that. I think that's so important to our residents. It sounds like it's really very affordable, much needed, and I like the fact, Carla, that you had mentioned that you are going to honor that tradition by actually taking that 1962 wing and incorporating that into the new structure. So I think that's also kind of nice, because I know a lot of people will say, well, you know, we just don't want to tear everything down and start all over, and you're going to just build on that that great Dover tradition that exists. So I think that's going to make a lot of our people really, really happy. And I do also think it was great for you, Brenda, to mention that that maintenance is a requirement of the state of Ohio. And that was something that happened when they changed over, when they did that big study on the schools across America, and they looked at the whole single source of income, the property tax, as to whether that was constitutional or not, and I don't think that's ever really been resolved. Although the court made a decision, nobody's really enforced it, and so it's a battle that we all continue to fight. Yes, but it is because of all that, that did become a requirement, and it does make sense. You know, you're not going to just build this beautiful new structure with all of the opportunity that it presents and then not be able to maintain it. So included in this ballot proposal 28 is the maintenance for this new facility. So what else do you have to tell us? How do people find information about this? Because I know they're going to watch the show, they're going to tell their friends, and their friends are going to say, wow, I want to read more. I want to just do some more homework, so to speak, before I go into that voting booth November 8th and make my decision.
Well, Gail, Brenda and I are always available. Our office is open from 7:30 to 4, and we welcome anyone who would like to call or just come in and talk. We like to talk about this opportunity for our community. Also, mid-October, the school district, we're working on a special report that will be mailed to all Dover residents to give more information. There will be more explicit, more details of this information in that special report, and that will arrive in homes. We also have a campaign committee, and our website is wearedover.com, and we also have a Facebook page, We Are Dover. On those websites, you're going to find a site map, you're going to find frequently asked questions, a more detailed explanation of the millage. There are short video clips and testimonials, and so the website and the Facebook page are changing weekly, but that's a good place for information.
That sounds really great. So your office again is on 6th Street in Dover, and it's right across from the current gymnasium,
yes,
right? Mm-hmm. And adjacent to St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Yes. So if you don't know where the district office mm-hmm. is, that's where it is. And both of our guests today, Brenda and Carla, have invited you to come in if you need information and can't find it. They're willing to talk with you, and I thank both of you for having that open door policy, because that's not always the case. So what opportunities are there for alumni to help with this project? Other than to serve on the committee, are there any plans for alumni to take on special projects or to adopt anything where they can actually, you know, all the benches that sit around mm-hmm. the school outside mm-hmm. from the class of 19, yes. whatever.
We are hopeful to include that in our future. We are hopeful that we will be successful on November 8th. Once the levy is passed, we will take a year to design the new high school. Mm-hmm. And our plan is to include community members, alumni, lots of people in the process, our staff members, to design what the new Dover High School will look like. And so I believe that other than being involved in the campaign, and we welcome anyone who wants to be involved, that helping with the design phase will be a unique opportunity for all of us.
That sounds wonderful. And then also during that time, during that design phase, community businesses could also contact you, adopt a project, yes. And do those kinds of things, because I know Dover has always been about community, and certainly a new school, everyone's going to want the opportunity to kind of make a contribution. So whether it be time, energy, actually supporting monetarily a project, there's something there for everyone. So what final words do you want to pass on to our viewers today?
Well, I believe that Dover is a very giving community. It supports education, and it's evidenced by the success of our children. This is another opportunity. This is, I believe, our opportunity to build a high school that will impact generations of children to come, even after we're long gone. And I think that the community has recognized this. We have a lot of positive support, and we just hope to capitalize on that. We ask that you vote. We ask that you go to the polls on November 8th and make this a priority to support our children and the education of our community.
And Brenda, any other things you want to talk about in terms of finances, to ease concerns that voters may have, to reiterate some of the points that you made earlier?
I think that this is just our opportunity. I'll reiterate that because 2.9 mils, the true tax impact for a building like this in the center of Dover is going to, like Carla said, impact this community for generations to come. I think it's affordable, and I think it is our time. You know, our tax dollars have gone all over the state of Ohio to build many, many buildings, hundreds and hundreds of buildings. I think about 1,100 to be exact. And so now it's our opportunity to take the state money and help us build this beautiful facility.
Well, and I would also add that this school is not just here for our students, but it's also here for our community. And a lot of schools have opened in the evenings to let the community use the library or the space. And so it is definitely going to be an asset for all the residents of Dover. So I want to, again, thank both of you for taking time out of your very, very busy schedules, especially this close to the election, to come in, talk to our viewers about proposed issue 28, the bond issue and tax levy for the Dover City School District. So again, thanks Carla, and thanks to Brenda, and best of luck to you, and I'm sure everyone's going to go out, find the information they need, and vote yes for a new Dover school. I want to thank you all for tuning in for Across the Aisle. We will be continuing our show through the election, and then on election night we will be live here at TV2 doing election returns, and so we're looking forward to spending that long evening with all of our viewers. If you want to watch the show, it's on TV2 Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. If you're working during that time or that's not a convenient time for you, not to worry. You can go to WJER-TV2.com, look under Community Programming, and you'll find Across the Aisle, and you can watch the past segments of our show. If you want to see the show on your phone or at work, I know we don't do this at work, but on your lunch hour at work, you can go to YouTube, and again, just type in Across the Aisle TV2 New Philadelphia, Ohio, and you will find all of the past segments, even last year, of the show Across the Aisle. And we look forward to seeing you again, and for all of us here at TV2, thank you for tuning in and have a great day.